Welcome back, Chiefs fans. It has been a while since I made a video. I apologize for that with the start of school here in Florida and just trying to get back from having brain surgery, get back into the swing of things. I've just been literally exhausted. Had my head cut open and, basically they decompressed my skull, took a chunk of my skull out so that I can, so I got better CSF flow. So it's been an interesting summer, and it's been a somewhat difficult start getting back into the swing of things, but I'm going to try to start making some more videos. So I'm going to start with, let's talk about this Sunday's game. And Cleveland fans, you're not going to like what I have to say, but I really don't care. I mean, first, all the whining about this and that. Here's the bottom line. Against a good team, which the Chiefs are a good team, you can't flinch. Okay? You can't fumble the ball. I don't care how many times that Chubb, he never fumbles. He fumbled. You can't do that. Your punter, catch the ball. Don't run with it. Okay? You're not Pat McAfee, and he only pulled that off, I think, once or twice. Run, kick the ball, do something. Okay? I'm glad that he ran around and got tackled at the 15. I love that, of course. I'm supporting my team. If your team wants to be stupid, can't handle the pressure, don't blame Kansas City. Don't come crying for sympathy because they choked under the pressure. Arrowhead's a hard place to play. You ask any NFL player that, they'll tell you Shannon Sharpe has said Arrowhead's one of the toughest places he ever had to play. So that's the first thing you can't do. Second, I don't want to hear about, well, they took our safety, they ejected him because he pushed a coach. Yeah, he pushed a coach. You can't do that. I don't care, the coach pushed you, our coach pushed you first, okay? He got flagged. They got 15 yards. They moved him back. But he took a swing at the coach. And I'm sorry, but ever since Ndamukong Suh decided he's going to step on people, the NFL doesn't play that game. Coaches are going to stand up for their players. Greg Lewis is going to stand up for one of his guys. And if you're going to penalize him for that, then, I don't know, maybe give me your address and I'll FedEx some Kleenex to you or something, okay? Because you need some crying towels, okay? Get over that. He made a bad choice. He got ejected. Oops. Sorry, shouldn't have put your team in that position. Is that Kansas City's fault? No. Is that the reason you lost the game? No. I'll get to the reason why you lost the game in a second. Oh, don't get me started. Oh, but we lost our tackle. We had no one to block Chris Jones. You're right. You had no one to block Chris Jones. Welcome to the world of not having people to block for you. Well, ask Patrick Mahomes how that was in the Super Bowl. You will not hear me one time. I should not have tapped on that. You will not hear me one time blame us not having two tackles for winning the game. Did I think we were going to win? No, I didn't think we had a chance because both tackles were out. But you're not going to hear me blame the loss on the fact that two players were not there. You're supposed to have depth. It's supposed to be next man up. I always hate it when people say that, but it fits right here. Okay? Your guy couldn't block Stone Cold Chris Jones, and that was the end of it. So one guy got ejected for stupidity. Another guy got injured. I hope he's not hurt seriously. I don't welcome injuries on nobody. But, I'm hearing, people at the gym, like, Kansas City stole one from us. We lost our tackle and our safety. Okay, again, just to recap, you lost your safety because of stupidity. Okay, that was a stupid thing to do. You had no composure. I should make that a hashtag composure. Put his picture on it, okay? Your offensive lineman got hurt. I'm sorry, people get hurt. I mean, we were down two players. We didn't have Tyrann Mathieu, and we didn't have Frank Clark. We were down players too. At least your safety got to start the game and play. Ours didn't play. It was next man up. And that guy next man up caused your boy Chubb to fumble. Okay, enough of that. I've ranted, I think, enough on the Cleveland Browns for one day. Do I think you have a good team? Yes. All right, so I've tried to knock you fans off your pedestal a little bit. Let me try to build you back up, because that's what we should do. That's what I should do. Okay, so I'm going to try to build you back up. But come on, don't blame all that stuff I just mentioned. You have a good team. You got a decent quarterback. You got an awesome running game. You were running the ball 6 yards a clip. You should have kept running the ball. You still had a timeout left at the end of the game. When Kansas City was in the victory formation, you had one timeout left. You could have run the ball, called timeout. You didn't have to throw it. You had some options. You put it in Baker's hands. Baker made a mistake. You lost the game. It's not the first time it's happened with Baker. It's not the last time it's going to happen with Baker. But I would be more concerned with why wasn't OBJ on the field. You have OBJ on the field. That's a different story right there. You got Landry on one side, him on the other. Now, I mean, L'Jarius Sneed, he's good, but he can't cover both of those guys, and I'm just not a fan of Travaris Ward, but don't get me started on him. So Cleveland, you've got a good team. You just got to figure out how not to do silly stuff. I mean, I remember Cleveland came to Kansas City this is back in the Trent Green era. They had Trent Green sacked, and he lateraled the ball to an offensive lineman that rumbled for like 47 yards or something like that and went out of bounds. The game was over, but no, a Cleveland Brown had to take his helmet off and run around the field. And Cleveland fans wanted to complain about that. Don't take your helmet off on the field. Hello, that's a rule. That allowed another play, field goal later, and Cleveland is upset again, okay? So I think Cleveland's got a good team. I think I really would not want to face Cleveland in the AFC Championship game if it gets there, or in the playoffs period. Because even if it is in Kansas City, I mean, that'd be the third time in 2 years we played them. It's hard to beat a team 3 times. Eventually, they start to figure things out. And that's going to get me to my last point of this. How do you beat Kansas City? I probably shouldn't say this, but in my opinion, you take away Kelsey, you take away Tyreek Hill, and you make either Demarcus Robinson or Byron Pringle. I'm okay with Pringle. Or McCall Hardman. You got to make one of those guys have to beat you. And the Chiefs have to run the ball. And they have to stick with it. Okay, and they have to just pound it and pound it and pound it. And I don't think that's really what Mahomes wants to do. He doesn't want to hand the ball off. He wants to throw it around the field. He wants to make no-look passes because he's good at it. Mahomes is a great quarterback. He wants to showcase all that. You don't want to hand it off 25, 30 times a game to Clyde and let Clyde, gallop for yards. So double team those guys. Take them out of the equation. You might have a chance to beat Kansas City. But to recap, I'm sorry, Cleveland, that you feel like you got dealt a bad hand, but I mean, your team self-destructed on the road. You can't self-destruct on the road and win. So with that, I'm out of here. If you would, please, if you like the video, subscribe to my channel. If you like the video, smash the like button. I'm pretty sure that all the Cleveland fans out there are going to smash the dislike button, but hey, that's okay. I'm just calling it the way I see it. Okay? If you would, share this video with a friend out there. And until next time, take it easy, Chiefs fans.